Hi everybody, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. I am continuing on a little, probably like a 3-week stretch that I'm going to be showing you projects that you can make from the September releases. So starting September 3rd, you can order from this mini catalog, or you can order the new batch of online exclusives. The one I'm going to show you today is from this catalog. If you would like one mailed to you and you don't have a demonstrator and you're in the US, then message me and I can get one in the mail to you. So before I get going, I'll show you a couple of other things in case you've missed them. These are a couple of my latest. So this one uses Peaceful Gardens and the beautiful glimmer paper. It doesn't use, the dies I use are not from that. There's 2 different die sets, but the words are spectacular. This is from the Autumn Toile, and it will be the focus of my online card club in September. So be watching for this afternoon. I hope to make the project that will be the project, so that'll be coming up, but I'm filming way ahead. So I'm not sure when it will be there before the end of the month for sure. This is the Nativity. It is also in the catalog, as is this one. I think everything right here is mostly in the catalog. This one uses, I think it is the Autumn Toile paper. I don't remember now which one I used. I could have used, there's 2 online suites that are, 2 suites. Yeah, this is the paper from the Autumn Suite that's an online exclusive. And then this die bundle is called Branching Out. It's got those layered dies. They're fabulous. This one is the catalog suite that's on the front of the catalog. And it is the focus of my free online class that will take place in October, but you earn it. And you'll get the 5 projects, the 5 tutorials, all of that. You earn it if you purchase the entire suite from me in September. So you can go watch this video and learn more about that online class. This is a fun little shaker card. This is something that I'm assuming I will post this video in August, and it is available in August. It's the easiest shaker card that perhaps you'll ever make, because all of my little sequins are inside those little gift bags. So you just slide them in and glue it on and you're good to go. Then this one actually goes with today's card in a funny kind of way. My Stampin' Up! Demonstrator friends and some of my besties will be here today, and we are going to do shoebox swaps, which means that we each create, I've made 2 cards, and then I get all the stuff ready for them, and then they make my 2 cards. So I'll be making their cards today, but we always use the templates that are in the front of the catalog. So this one uses Jolly Delivery, the suite that is in the catalog. And then I stamped the inside of one of them, the one they're making. Obviously this, you can go watch the video and hope if I get them in the right order. Sometimes when I film ahead like this, I've shown you things that aren't up yet. But this is one of the templates, and then the card I'm doing today also uses the template. I can't open the catalog to show you yet. But it's easy to figure out which one it is if you go have a look. Then if you're wishing that you had all these papers and that you could see all these papers and all the new embellishments and the ribbons and touch and feel them and use them, go watch this video. This is the first project from my Try It class, and registration does end at the end of August. We make projects together every time there's a new catalog. It's an online class. Go watch this, learn all about it, but you will have a sample of all the papers that you use on your project. You'll have all the new ribbons, all the new embellishment, and then an assortment of dies. Like in this one, you can see the dies that you'll get. It's a super fun class. It is close at this point to being full. It's probably 80% full. And a lot of people sign up at the very last minute. So go watch that. So today I'm going to use Light and Wonder. It's a different kind of stamp set bundle than we've ever had before. So here are the stamps, and then you can piece them together to say whatever you would like. And here are all of the dies that I'm using, except the ones that I have on today's card. So you can see it does kind of scenery. So we went to Iceland. Our goal was to see the Northern Lights, but then we got there and we also wanted to sleep. So we did not see, and there was no night that it was highly likely. Had it been highly likely, we might have stayed up, but we were tired. It was the end of a 2-week trip. We'd already spent a week in Scotland, so we were kind of done. Here's the paper though, and you can tell it has that Northern Lights, which are super trendy right now. So they're all just a little bit of a different pattern of lights. It works really well for a card like I'm gonna do today, because I've cut them into little pieces, and almost every piece gets a beautiful piece of the Northern Lights. So it goes together super quick. I think I lost a shaker out of my shaky card. So we're gonna do a white based card. I'm gonna fold this in half because I really liked the way the white played off of. So in the template that is in the catalog for this one, it's more squares. But the squares didn't really work for me to see the paper that I wanted. So I have a color I hardly ever use. You'll hardly ever see me use Gorgeous Grape, and it's because my daughter went to our purple and white high school, and you know, after a while, the purple was like, yeah, I'm done with that. Although at the time we had Concord Grape, it was more her high school grape. So then I have taken these. Like I said, in the catalog, they're more the same size, but you'll see there's a square background, and then they have layered 4 different pieces. And you can just kind of do these however you want. So I think I'll go like this. And you can flip them over and see. I don't want it all to be like Northern Lighty. On my other one, I have 2 of the solid backgrounds, but on this one, I think I'm going to go with this little piece there because this is a different piece. So we've got that all layered up. Then there is the 2 dies that I didn't show you. Is this long line of trees. So I'm going to run this through. I didn't trim this because I feel like there should be a way that I can line these up on here, and maybe not. So you can do it. If you don't do this, then it keeps them one long card. I need mine in 2 little short bits, so I'm going to run it through like that, and then there's a cloud. So let me do this. Okay, you can see that one fell out. This one is here because I didn't need mine to be all in one long thing. You could do it in one long one and then just cut them out. So we have trees, these little holes out. And then I have my cloud. Normally when I do these with my girlfriends, I stamp after. Like when they're done, I make mine and then I film it for you guys. But one of my girlfriends is sick and she's not gonna be able to come. So when we miss, we typically go ahead and just make them for anybody who's not here. So I decided if I film first, then they'll be ready because 2 of them live close to each other, and the one that's not coming lives close to the other. So on the off chance that they see each other, I'm going to send them with her. Okay, now we have a little mess. So I'm going to, let's do our stamping. Move that out of the way. So move this off. And then I'm using Blackberry Bliss. So I tried this a couple of different ways because you are stamping onto some patterned paper. So the first time I did it in white, but all of the pieces had a little bit of white, and whatever letters were there, you just didn't see them. And I didn't want black, so that's how we ended up with Blackberry Bliss. So I am doing May Your Day Be Filled With on the top of this. And I'm aiming, I picked the side that had the most white since I'm not stamping in white. And then you can see it nicely. So we have May Your Day Be Filled, and then I'm going to put Wonder on the bottom of my card. So sometimes, especially when you're stamping with photopolymer and it's the first time you've stamped with it, especially then, it can be a little sticky. So here's my recommendation is when you stamp with it, when you go to lift it off, then don't yank it because sometimes you get that little ink spray, and I am going to use blends on mine, so it wouldn't matter so much if I got the ink spray, but you want your image nice and crisp. So just lift it off carefully. Don't pull it, because then any ink, see like that, could still be on there and it may pull. So now it says, May Your Day Be Filled With Wonder. And then I'm going to put And Light on the inside. Now I have put my 2 stamps together because the and is separate. That way you can make it say whatever you want to say. And the first time, because the light's big and the and is little, it didn't stamp great. So I'm going to make sure I press up there a little bit better. Sometimes when you got to get a different little section and it's a stamp you've put together as opposed to being designed like that, and then just lift it off carefully and then you don't get that spray. So now we have May Your Day Be Filled With Wonder and Light. There's magic and love. I think there's 4 big words: magic, love, wonder. And I debated, because all those days filled with all those things would be fabulous, right? So I want this to be a little bit more sparkly than just the paper. So we are going to use my shimmer solution. And I have tons of videos on how to make this. So it is a wink of Stella and glycerin. I already have some on here from using it yesterday, but since I'm taking it down for the girls to use, I'll do a little bit more. And I just keep it here. I use it all the time. I've been doing it over a year and a half. And this is the same blending brush that I started with the first time I did it. So you can use the blending brush and not worry about it. So I'm going to shimmer. Let's shimmer this one and our trees. And then these two little ones. I find you notice the shimmer a little bit more if you don't shimmer everything. Although when you first start doing this, there's a temptation to shimmer everything because it's beautiful. So you can see it looks like it's going to make my grape a darker color. That is because the glycerin is wet. Glycerin's super good for your hands. One of my favorite hand moisturizers, it was my grandma's favorite, is glycerin based, so she swore by glycerin. But as this dries, then it just leaves the shine of the Wink of Stella and not, and you may think, oh, I wouldn't want to pour a whole Wink of Stella in here. If you try to color a background with a Wink of Stella, it would be fabulously beautiful, but it would also, your Wink of Stella would be gone pretty quickly. So these trees, I don't know if I said, it's out of blackberry. And make those a little shimmery, and then use the rest up over here. I would have needed more even if I hadn't put it on there. And now everything's just got a little shimmer. This one has a little bit less than the rest, but that's okay. I want to pour more out now. So we have that, and let's put this together. This card's super quick. You want to start with your square. That was why I stamped first, so I knew where I had to put this. Because if you do this first and you go down too far, then it's not going to fit. This is a 4x4 square. I do not remember what I cut the other sizes to. Then you want to do your sentiment next. And I had mine go off just slightly. Off the side of this one, and this one will go off slightly. And I really do like this blue piece back here because it matches some of the embellishments. Pop that there. Sometimes this needs to dry before your paper really holds. I think I want to shimmer this one too. I think that's the only one I didn't shimmer the first time. So I'm going to pour some more out. It's a pretty piece to shimmer. And see, it just takes a drop if you're going to do a little bit. There's a ton of ways you can use it. I also paint with it. There we go. And then let's see, I want my Northern Lights to go this way or this way. I think I'm going to do that way. So I'm going to get all of my panels adhesived up. Decide where to put them. I'll do this one next. This one I'm going to keep on. This one I'm going to keep on. And then this one over here will go off the edge again. Maybe not. Maybe I'll pull it in. It's not the way I did my other one, but I kind of like it like that. And it's just dependent. This one originally was a square, but then I couldn't get the 4 to fit, and I was following the template. Sometimes I might do things a little bit different, except we're doing the template. And you have these two sets of trees. I think I'll put those there. Oh no, maybe this one's longer. And this one there. Glue would be a better choice for this. Don't follow my lead, especially with the Wink of Stella. So I'm going to line this up so it goes along with my grape piece. Do this one. So it goes along this one. And then where did my cloud go? I did not put any shimmer on it. That way it will stand out a little bit more from that. And then I wanted it to look like it had a little bit of, I don't know, Starry Wonder coming off from everything. So I pulled out my blends. I did not use the ribbon. The ribbon for this is the Balmy Blue. I did use it on that Peaceful Garden card. Because right now I'm kind of mixing and matching until I start making my Try It Club try it class cards, because then I have to go with what's in a suite and keep it together. So now I like a little bit of mix and match, but this one doesn't need ribbon. So this is blackberry. Just put a little bit of blackberry. This is also great because it's a white card, and should you have smudged anything, this will cover up a lot of. This is freesia. And this is balmy blue. It looks like my cloud is crooked. Let's get that on there. So we didn't press all the way down. Then the embellishments that come with this are beautiful. Look how pretty those are. They are called frosted iridescent dots. They come in 4 colors. I'm going to put 5 of them on here. Here, right in front of my face. So I'm going to do it so they're kind of stars in the sky. So let's do the pink. And then one of the purples. And then blue. And then I'm going to do 2 of the white, because you want an odd number. How simple is this? And how pretty and how different. We don't have a lot of stamps and dies that look like this. So obviously this is probably a little bit more feminine because of all the sparkle. You could leave the sparkle off and maybe just do 1 embellishment and have it kind of be the moon and keep it more masculine. And obviously if you do, you could use the dies without this paper, but you could get one of the darker papers and have all of your trees be in black or a really dark color. And make it be a more masculine card. See, this didn't stamp great. So remember, when you're making this stamp, make it that way. So there you go. If you're interested in any of my online classes or my online card club, visit my website. If you need a catalog, let me know, and have a great one. Bye.